position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, Keenan Memorial Stadium, the home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the SMU Mustangs, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Tar Heels will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They'll run it from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Mustangs will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. To the ground with the back. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
It's first down from the 37-yard line. He might want another play. He's got him. Turning it on. They'll bring him down, but not before he put people in the spin cycle. They've got it first and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. It's done. They're working that left side. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14. And the Tar Heels will snap it on first and 10. The inside handoff. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
The Tar Heels trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Using his feet. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, UNC!
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
On the run from inside his own 5. He had a vision of getting loose, but he'll go out of bounds at the 18. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, Later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And it's another 1st and 10 play. Looking for a man. It's Rich. Gets it to him on the screen.
The defense was on to something there. They were sensing screen might be coming up. D-line did a great job staying home, getting close to the running back and tackling him for no gain.
He's going to take off. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
He's got his man. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman-caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. They're setting up the screen. No, he got loose. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22. No matter how many times they tell you to look for it, it is tough to defend a perfectly executed screen.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go get the quarterback, and everything looks like pass, but when you see it, when you see that screen, you got to retrace your steps, get back in the play. Nice job by the offense, but the defense just has to recognize that a little bit sooner.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Man, it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Bringing the heat, and he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football. And the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
Quarterback on the keeper. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Moss. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the 1st down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations. 1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Snagged out of the air.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Got it behind the line. It's Traylor there to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. Guys, we've reached the end of the period and North Carolina's on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Got his man on the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Going for 6. Touchdown, Tar Heels. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
This guy's an excellent route runner, and he has really good hands. You've got to. That's now his 3rd receiving touchdown. They've only played 3 games. Nobody can cover this guy up to this point of the season.
And he tacks on the extra point. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse. Breaks into the open. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Mustangs are in the hurry-up.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Hey, listen, quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Pulls and fires complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
They'll go with the 5 wide outset on 2nd and 7. Wants to throw. It's Rich. Makes the grab. Crossing the 30. He's got a lane. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Firing to the right. Complete. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now on 2nd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, SMU. It's a much-needed life for this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. If you're down, you got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
He wants to throw it. Starting to feel a little pressure. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
Man, that looked that was going to be a 4-point swing, guys. He gets the interception. It looks like that's going to be a house call. Nice job by the offense, racing down the field and getting a tackle and preventing 2 points for the other team.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You have got to make them pay for gambling.
Got his man. On the move at the 30. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
He's going to run it. You know those defenders wanted to light him up. Quarterback wisely gets down with the slot.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Now the play fake. Fires to the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Looking to throw, it's Rich. Quarterback now breaking the field. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Caught in the backfield. It's Cooper. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. The Mustangs in the hurry-up.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Sends it back in motion. To the air on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And the Mustangs come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Lost to throw again. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got the tight end. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. The Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the back. Looking to throw, it's Rich. Fires left. And his throw is incomplete.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his second PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
Gonna swing it on second down. Sets up the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Starts the drive trying to go up top. Steps away. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first thing.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there. Getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the Tar Heels will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the punt will come to rest just inside the 30.
You know, punt cover teams have a tough job because oftentimes they've got to tackle a guy out in the open field, and a really good one at that. But how about their ability to get to the returner and not just get the tackle, but create the takeaway? That is a massive play on special teams.
He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
It's complete. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Back to throw, it's Rich. Dances away. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He'll take the deep shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of...
There he goes. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
Perfect play call against the perfect defense. They came with a blitz, and the offense had this screen pass called at the right time. Running back gets it in his hands. He's got linemen out in front, getting hats on hats. You can't do it any better than that.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs.
And that was great execution on that drive. That is exactly what you needed. You took almost all of the time, and you cut into this lead. Now you're about to go into the half, get everybody excited, use that momentum to start the second half.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. They'll try the run. At the 35, he's open. There he goes. At the 20. Touchdown, UNC! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This offense looks like they're in a rhythm. Whatever they've been dialing up here in the first half, they've had a lot of success with. You saw it on that last drive here at the end of the second quarter. Scoring a touchdown, they're going to be difficult to stop in the second half, and the defense needs to start making adjustments.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Mustangs will kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. Nice pickup on the return there. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here. Oh, he's got some space. And the big game, they've got it on the 46. Offense trying to keep them off balance on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's done. He's going to let it go. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Tar Heel. And the pummeling has started.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Quick strike complete. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Trying play action. Zings it complete to the right. Got through with the 35. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Moving out of the pocket. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
The Mustangs come to the line in the hurry-up.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Finds him out of the backfield. He'll be stopped and knocked out of bounds, short of the line to gain. It'll be a turnover on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Off play action on 1st down. He's open on the right. At the 45 on his way. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, North Carolina. Once he got some room, it was over. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. Looking to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Cooper. At the 35, he's got room. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Got enough for the 1st. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, SMU! Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him.
That's so frustrating for a quarterback. He sees an open guy, he's ready to rip the football, and then all of a sudden, one of those defensive ends gets their big mitt in the air and knocks it down.
They'll run it from the gun. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
Quickly to the tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. The Tar Heels will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. Rides the back on the option, the give. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. It's a seam wide open. The 20. Touchdown, Mustangs. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
They want to throw it. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Picks up the first down, still moving. He's loose on the left. Past the 20. Touchdown, UNC! And the stomping has commenced.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stuff.
So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Leaves it with the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
And the Mustangs will hustle to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Here's a hit. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
Wants to go up top. Back open in the middle. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
They just keep firing. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Tar Heels. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
Man, that could not have gone any worse. You're thinking 4th down, go for it. Well, even if you don't get it, you turn the ball back to their offense. Not that. You throw a pick, and they turn it back all the way for a touchdown and get points. That is a disaster for this offense.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Lets it fly. He's got it inside the 30. Touchdown, SMU. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
To the air, it's done. He'll take a deep shot here. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense.
Oh, he wants it all. Makes the grab inside the 30. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the ground, it's Trailer. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. He gives them a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6.
And that's a big reason why this offense is so dangerous. If they get the lead, because of this guy's scrambling ability, they can just close the door, put that foot on your throat, and not take it off. Nobody was open that time. It looked like he was going to get sacked, and he just
Touchdown, North Carolina! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. The give on the counter. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Touchdown, UNC. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense here in the 4th quarter. They're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's taking the shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Soft spot in the middle. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? The Mustangs want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on.
Turning it on. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. And the Mustangs are flying down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds his big tight end. Finds a crease at the 20. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Man, do I love being a defensive lineman in games like today when you know you got to go get the quarterback. Like, they're down on the other side. They have to throw the football. Only chance they have to get back in. I'm playing the pass every time, pinning my ears back and going to get the...
A shot toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on... return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Pressure coming. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
Yeah, and I like this offense keeping the foot on the gas. You got to lead by a couple scores, but keep the foot on the accelerator. Nice job. Another big play down the field for this offense.
Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. The Tar Heels will line it up on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Henderson. Snags it over the middle. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. I got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Makes the grab on the left. Touchdown, Tar Heel! And they take it in for 6 more points. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in Week 3.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
The Mustangs want to pick up the tempo. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the...
Breaks into the open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. And the Mustangs look to do some damage in the red zone. They'll ride the hot hand. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. First and goal for the offense. Wants to go up top. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator.
You just can't go backwards there. He did, and they swarmed him for a safety. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they did.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick. Looking to take a shot. He's got it inside the 25. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. That's the way you get things going. A huge play, and now attacking from just inside the red zone.
Keep up the offense. Keep it up.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Use the play fake, now to throw. Still looking, on the move. It's complete on the right side. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. It's caught. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Man, he looks like he's in a rhythm on this drive, right? 3 for 3. He's where he needs to go with the football. The defense doesn't have any answers for him. Find the offensive coordinator. I'm letting this guy keep chucking it down here close to the goal line.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? The Mustangs want to move quickly. They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Little over anxious out of the stands early, and it's a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Cutting it close now with 3rd and goal upcoming. Wide receiver going in motion. Oops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. Not much of a decision to make there. The defense will move him back. 3rd and goal, where the fire purifies and separates contenders and pretenders. He wants it all. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift, a late touchdown.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the 4th quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know, the next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Making side adjustments here. From the gun, running back gets the give. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Got the first down and still on his feet. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. Is the heat giving him some kind of mirage and he thought he saw 4th down someplace? It's not 4th down, and the punt team's on the field. You couldn't dial it up much better than that as he knocks it out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. This offense is so deep, it's teetering on the edge of a safety. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. On 1st down from their own 22. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. To the air on 1st down. Takes a hit as he fires. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. 1 touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
And this game's starting to tick away for this offense, and they're getting in desperation mode. They've got to be able to find a way to make plays in the pocket. It's not going to be the scrambles out wide. You need passing plays deep down the field. They've got to find some way to attack this secondary.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Trying to beat the D deep. And the pass goes incomplete, and that's going to do it. Clock strikes 0. Ball game is over. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was